but you never know what you're going to get. NIP, Optic, just the list goes on. It's actually crazy. I can't wait. Anyway, we are into TSM Muffin Lightning on Mirage, TSM on that T side. So I hope, after plugging them a little bit, that we do see some good set pieces from them, some good coordinations, some method behind the madness, and not just idle defaults after defaults, which some teams tend to do on their T side.
My pistol strat on Mirage, my new one, smoke short from apps and then play contacts / rush, depending on the timing of the smoke. And you're good to go. TSM going to be biding their time, but look at Akis. Akis has gone for a country stroll. He's got a picnic in his bag. He's got the hamper. He's got some cheese. He's got some bread.
What kind of cheese?
I don't know. I don't know any American cheese. Well, his picnic's come to an end. Sempis has taken the cheese. But where will he take the cheese, Dan? Where is the cheese going now? Maybe.
He probably needs it. I mean, he's because he works out a lot. Get the protein, get the fats in there. Important. Good nutrition is important. But so is hitting headshots, and we might start to see a bunch of those because in comes the boost here from Twist into the window, and that's where Sanx is. And Sanx, indeed, he's going to receive that headshot. So 5 versus 3, what a start here for TSM.
Now it's down to Archimonde. What can he do in a situation? He has CT, which he kind of needs to hold on to for his team on this rotation. Ishiban facing from the short position, trying to find himself some headshots. Nice stuff from Mr. Monday. Hello. That is very solid work indeed. And now Muffin Lightning has to be careful. Silent, just waiting. And now Twist is like, what the hell happened, guys? Running headshot there. He's got 14 seconds. He needs to find 2 players. Ishiban going to finish things off. Muffin Lightning with quite the comeback.
Yeah, they just couldn't trade Archimonde. That's kind of crazy. Look at this stuff. Lovely stuff for the USP. Where is the trade? There is no trade. That means no safe bomb plant. That means go around, basically. I wonder, actually, if he's got Monday in his name, because he's like Garfield the Cat. You know, he really hates Mondays, but he wants to, like, harness the power of the hatred he does. He wants to make it, put it in his name so that he doesn't fear it any longer because of the constant exposure, James.
Have you harnessed the power of your hatred, Dan? That's the real question.
No.
Twist is lurking towards the A site on this force buy coming out from TSM after a shock defeat on the pistol. Shell-shocking defeats there. Sick has made his way towards top mid. What is the play, TSM? You've got a smoke on a flash. I still favor my B strat. I think it's still viable in this round. But they're quite spread out at the moment, so I'm not using the power of their guns and numbers together just yet, but Relic's off to a good start, picking Akis off somehow from the underpass.
Yeah, this is a big problem indeed. The number advantage is quite scary. And if Muffin Lightning, I mean, they're low on utility here, so that utility could be used to split up the players. You can see that that's actually going to work out here for Silent. He's going to get 1 versus 1 here because of that incendiary. Can he find the shoulder of the head? Nothing going for Silent. That is really frustrating. He's going to call all of his teammates, though, and he hasn't died just yet, but he will. Rapid spray from Sempis with an Eagle, and Sanx will come in with the P90. All of the CTs of Muffin Lightning bearing down onto the bomb site, and they look like they should be fine here. Nice dink from Twist, but it's not going to be enough. 2 players survive. Decent damage from TSM, but no bomb plant. If you consider that they did force buy, it will be fairly disappointing for them.
They never used the smoke on the flash. I can only assume. I mean, maybe they got carried away with their post-plant smokes. I did wonder how this came to happen. Okay, I thought maybe Akis was too close to the window, but no. He put himself in a position where you do as an AWPer if you're expecting somebody from a lower area, but couldn't get the kill there. That's quite unfortunate indeed, but they did weather the storm. Yeah, they bought the smoke on the flash, but I can only assume they wanted to use it post-plant. But they definitely could have helped to get into the site in the first place. Now we have A with smokes, and Muffin Lightning are playing very, very close on this anti-eco. They kind of need to with their MP9s. Now TSM not willing to commit through the smoke. No more flashbangs for TSM, so their smoke grenades have failed. And that's the bomb. The bomb's the first one to go through the smoke. Maybe the second. Their finesse going down as well.
So damage still can be done here. Relix finds himself one in connector. He is the only man standing now, but it's still potential to get one more frag. No, denied by Sanx. 3-0 for Muffin Lightning, but we saw them have this start on the last map. The question arises now, can they keep things going? Can they convert against TSM when they start to get the buy rounds in? Still more pistols out from TSM though for now. And you can see Muffin Lightning will hold on to their their SMGs for the time being to deal with these pistols and lack of helmets that there is, which is very nice. Very satisfying, actually, when you have an SMG against helmetless players.
I'm somewhat concerned at the anti-eco approach in that round from the CT, so I'm curious how that might play out later on, how close they were playing. Especially Silent playing a blind spot with the P90 in connector. Very odd. Down goes Harkin Monday. So TSM looking to do some more damage here. 2 players picked off with these pistols, these bits and bobs.
Ooh, this position for Semphis, very nice, but the CTs, I don't think anyone's going to go for CT, so it's unfortunate. Oh, the double with the grenade. Boom. And that's really sad for Semphis. This position was awesome, but the CTs, they did not deem it worthy to go through CT spawn. He's going to find himself an upgrade, nonetheless, the P90 upgrade.
Yes.
But he needs some med pack, James, and he needs some additional Kevlar.
He did. I missed that med pack sound from Half-Life. Kind of noise. Let's go. It looks like an underarm throw. Boom! Steph Curry, chicken jalfrezi, chicken korma, whatever you like. Everybody gets some curry. So, TSM on a 5th round bye. Not something you see every day, but will it work out for them? Muffin Lightning going all in immediately. They know what to expect from Semphis, and they will prepare themselves accordingly. Sanks and Silent on the AWPs. If the CTs can be fast enough to their relevant angles, then maybe it'll be enough. Again, TSM, I think they have a bad habit of waiting too long for Semphis to get a pick on rounds where he has an AWP. And often in a recent Mirage, they tended to play better when they had 5 AKs rather, and no AWP, so I'm curious to see how that plays out. So far, Ishiban, they know TSM are a stronger team, and they're going to try and get early advantages. At least they've got their map control.
The thing is here as well for TSM is that so many teams show that okay, they can take mid like this, but the second phase of mid control where you take connector, you take short, is then the next trick. And then the one after that is what do you do with those plays? And that is where a lot of teams tend to struggle, because Mirage is pretty complicated, but TSM have gone for the very basic, the classic, the time-old implant a player in connector. This is something that you used to see a long time ago from Dignitas. MSL would always be the one just sitting in connector, that he'd use his entire team to get him in there, and then they'd rotate back for a play onto the A bomb site. This is exactly what we're seeing from TSM, so I like that. Definitely taking some inspiration, I would say, from Dignitas in that sense. Perhaps a nice contact entry from Sick.
Arkimande playing an off angle there, saw the shadow but couldn't get the kill at all. FNS picked down elsewhere. Sanks now going to be staying in Palace. That might make things awkward for TSM. Relics waiting for the rotation to come in. Akis around the corner, picking Sick off, but where's the response? Relics just waiting for the angle to come in, but Semphis will do the job. They know that Sanks was in Palace, but have they forgotten about him? Semphis is exposed now. The Molotov comes through. That's going to force him forward, though. Semphis gets taken down by Ichiban, and there's Sanks out in the open. And now it's down to the 1 versus 1. 10 seconds. Relics has to go for the plant here. He's going to go for the fake. He's taking the gamble. He needs 4 seconds, 3.5 basically, to get that plant. Ishiban knows he's committing now on the high ground. Break's going straight for it, but he can't get the kill just yet. On the flash, looking to face at the same time, and he'll spot Ishiban fall. Ishiban has a flashbang, and that's about it. Tense stuff. AK versus M4, both players heavily tagged. Ishiban not going to commit. He hasn't got a defuse kill either. Out in the open, and Relics will clutch the round for his team. TSM are on the scoreboard.
That is kind of crazy, that end engagement there. I thought Relics was going to die every time. He seemed like he was on the screen for so long, but I guess kind of jumping on the box, that initial inaccuracy made life difficult to get the frag onto him. So, yeah, as you say, TSM with that first on the board, they turned that into a massive streak last time. Good 11 or 12 in a row or something on Cash. Can they do that again? What will they go for? We've got, again, Semphis on the AWP. And P250 eco for Muffin Lightning with a single flashbang that will be used to get into the pit position towards A, and that will actually find a frag onto Twist. So the single flashbang has converted into a frag, but there's the frag straight back and a freebie bomb site for TSM.
Nice for them. No armor on these Muffin Lightning players. Again, they went all in with their economy. 2 AWPs. And that can always be precarious for your economy. It's struggles we watched Flipside go through when they had Welded It and Simple on their team, especially on Mirage. Mirage and Cobblestone, 2 maps where that proves quite problematic. But it's interesting from Muffin Lightning as well. You're expecting the AWP from your opponents if you think you can win with one AWP, then you can always take a second one, should you win the round. But no, it's a different way to approach it, but no necessarily right or wrong. No right or wrong necessarily. I can speak English on occasion.
But it's your job, so that's good.
Nice stuff from FNS.
Oh,
Putting
wow.
that Glock to work. Again, no Kevlar on these players or helmet. So, Muffin Lightning kind of need a double eco here. Otherwise, they're going to have pretty much nothing to offer TSM. So, it's another round where TSM can continue to catch up to the score of Muffin Lightning. I do wonder who came up with that name. I think the most bizarre name of a team that I was on in the past was Happy Rainbow Sparkle Squad. What about you, Dan?
I'm not sure, actually. Think about that. I don't think I was on any particularly funny team names, but I'll think about it. Oh, we got the half buy from Muffin Lightning. Does feature some Kevlars and some helmets, although one of the helmets is gone. Only one left on Arky. But the connector setup here for the CTs could be quite fun. If TSM are not complacent towards connector, they may find that they will lose somebody. But Finesse, did he check this? No! Kind of looked like he kind of checked it, but it was like a kind of half check, the fake check.
We see that every day.
The lazy check. I don't know what to call that.
The poor man's check.
The poor man's check. I guess that works. The poor man's corner check. And we've all been there. Arky Monday finds himself an engagement here. This could work out, but no. Relics in with a fast headshot, and one by one, the lineup of Muffin Lightning disintegrates, as they should have done, I suppose, on paper most of the time with that half buy of theirs.
4-3, Muffin Lightning with a thin lead. And they're going for it again. They're confident in the double sniper setup with Sanks and Silent, and that is their selection once more. Silent's got a very forward spawn for mid, so he shouldn't have any trouble going for an initial peek. Sanks looks to be headed towards B, or the short area, perhaps. In fact, it's Sanks going into mid, and Silent going elsewhere, so Sanks will still get there in time. Smokes down immediately on the short position, though.
Fast play towards Palace with 3 players. TSM, though, they are TSM are delayed in middle with those 2 players. They want to split them onto A. It's going to take a while to get there due to all the AWPing in mid. However, the push is initiated anyway. And oh my god, everyone's dead. Absolutely everyone is dead apart from Silent on the bomb site. He's just wondering, guys, what do I do with this?
Yeah, that's crazy. Arkimande was playing the gets right angle in front of Tollbooth, kind of off angle. But Sick, he just walked out of Palace. And took him down. There was no one else there. It was just Arkimande. So maybe with the, I think it was a, oh, that's awkward. I think it was a read with all the grenades they put into the mid area. They expected that they would rotate some CTs there, and there would be just one person to find on A, set Sick to the task, and the task was completed with flying colors. 4-4. Muffin Lightning broken again.
Yeah, I kind of like their name, Muffin Lightning, but it's making me really hungry, really hungry. I gotta say.
Blueberry muffin?
Oh yeah. That would do the trick. That would do the trick.
I think Blueberry Muffin is probably the ultimate muffin. If you disagree, then send a tweet to ELeague and tell them your beef. Pistols, Deagle, P250s, 5-7. 2 flashes on Muffin Lightning. Always nice when you see an ecoing team pop flashing. Not so nice when you see your teammates' bodies flying through the air, sailing through the air, Dan, like a swan, duck, or geese. Take your pick.
A swan, duck, or geese.
Or goose, rather.
I was going to say, why is the last one pluralized? Can't do this. Ichiban looking to get himself another fancy frag. He does do so. That's 2 for him. So some damage being done here, but with no kits, I doubt there's much to be done as far as winning the round goes. But incurring damage is great at this early point in TSM's streak of rounds. Oh dear. Oh dear. More work is being done. He's going to pick himself up a MAC-10. I'm pretty sure there's an AK collected somewhere, but the MAC-10 is going to be good enough. Gets himself an AWP. That is kind of insane. He just got himself, what, 4 kills and an AWP? I would be happy with that.
La 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 la. Very random ends to the round. TSM take the lead, and finally Muffin Lightning get 2 AWPs for the price of 1. Something they probably needed. I think, did I just hear someone say, are we doing it again? So I think there's a disagreement in the Muffin Lightning camp. I'm not sure if it was specifically the double AWPs or if it was a strat. Again, they've had nil success, but I don't know where they're going to find success, Dan. That's the problem.
Is there a revolt in the Muffin camp? Don't think I've ever said that before.
Oh dear. Oh, the second smoke down on short suggests a fast play, but there's no flashbang. And there's only one player there sick, and he'll be taken down with ease from Silent. That was Dignitas. Player on short is blind, guaranteed. He will never see again. There we go, Silent gets picked off, and now Ishiman's got lots of work to do. Flying AWP kill, that's not nice. Tanks coming in, can he beat the cavalry? He's got T's coming in from 2 directions. Do they realize he's there? It appears they do. Relic's going to take his head off, clean off. Last 2 Muffin players in the shop. They may be laid to rest by the shelves with the washing materials if they're not careful. Double P coming in, but they're lining up for him. Flashbang, and Relic's going to get decapitated as well. There's still time for Muffin Lightning. Akis has a defuse kit. There goes Twist as well, and that's FNS to try and clutch it. Just needs to run distraction. There's a Molotov onto Arky, and there it gets deployed. FNS, you run fire, son! And he's not going to get the kill. Muffin Lightning retain. They hold on desperately, though.
Yeah, that's a really awful round for them to lose, especially considering that they were just going for straight-up peaks. Obviously, the first double peak, it's kind of sad that doesn't work out, but at that point as well, you kind of want them to start playing off angles and so on, or something similar to that. But we see Muffin Lightning able to deliver the frags there and steal away the round. A round that they definitely shouldn't have been able to win, I think. Most of the time, they're never winning that round. And it was also quite sad to see Semphis burning, I believe it was Sick, alive. That was a little bit sad. That hit that Semphis decided that Sick needed to be purified with righteous fire. But such is life. Sanks and Silent double AWP again. Let's see how this works out for Muffin Lightning. Finesse gets himself a pick though towards the underpass, and that could be problematic now. An early advantage found by TSM.
Muffin Lightning taking gambles they literally can't afford to take. There goes Silence as well, and that's an open B bomb site. FNS is just going to enjoy his time. This is like deathmatch.
They're all dying one by one. Yeah, it's a little bit sad for Muffin Lightning. I suppose they lost the first player. They took another risk. Flashbang worked out against Silent. He dies. They're like, oh god, gotta take another risk. One by one they fall.
Right then, an awkward situation towards A. I mean, FNS has made his way all the way through the B bomb site, but none of them are rotating. Look where the bomb is as well. Seems they have decided to win by elimination, but now we've got Twist going to retrieve the bomb on his own. They don't know where Archimande is. Archimande could be with the bomb, for example, so that is a tad risky for TSM. But the bomb will have the one-man escort, and now the bomb's going back towards the B site on its own instead of the A site. That's insanity to me. That is insane.
Let's just ignore that one. So the bomb goes down, and at that point, there is basically no chance here for Archimande to win this round, and it's a shame. It is a shame for Muffin Lightning because the momentum, you can't even really call it that. In fact, the streak of rounds is going to be short-lived. In fact, there's no streak. In fact, they just won one, and they are going to lose one straight away afterwards. And it was largely just one-on-ones, just repeatedly won in a serial fashion by TSM to bring them to this point. And they almost looked to take it clean, actually, if not for Akis with a couple of AWP frags. So TSM, I feel like they're going to be starting to take real control of this.
Yeah, the TSM's openings into these rounds have been like scoreboard rounds. X has been killed by a Y. A has been killed by B. And that's pretty much it. Just running out and shooting people in the face. Timeout. Tactical timeout coming in from Muffin Lightning. You have 1M4. You have 4 players with around $2,300. 5 of 11 rounds on the board is cool. Akis is talking, and he's talking about what TSM are doing. All they're doing, I could tell you that as well. All they're doing is shooting us in the face. Don't get caught off guard. So he's basically, I mean, what he's saying is
just pumping him up.
Yeah, but he's saying
focused.
all they're doing is looking for kills. Just be ready for it. So, you know, he has confidence in his team. He's trying to give them confidence in their own abilities. once they have the weapons. Obviously, that's a disadvantage as well in that people are running at them with AKs versus M4s, so that's one less bullet they require, these TSM side. That considered, 5 rounds of 11. It's not a terrible start.
Could be worse, could be much worse. And there is the first entry frag. Sick finds himself a headshot onto Atlas. Another one for him as Sanks goes in for a trade. A very, very hard round to do much in with Muffin Lightning on an eco. Obviously, Arky Monday was able to save his gun in the previous round, which is why he has the full buy, essentially. Although he didn't really buy anything in this round, just what he had to save. But TSM have pretty much put a quick close to this one. They haven't yet planted the bomb. They are taking this very cautiously, especially, I suppose, due to Relics and Semphis being tagged down very low. But Finesse can very easily plant on the A-bomb site. They're really taking their sweet time about it.
They know they know someone is in Palace because he just threw a flashbang. The question is, where is the other player? And now Six knows where he is as well. He'll go down on his lonesome. And now there's a crossfire for Muffin Lightning. This is getting interesting, and it's no longer interesting. 4 versus 1. Twist getting his bell rung. But Finesse will finish things off. All good in the hood for TSM.
7-5, and 3 more is all they need to get that 10-5 first half, which would be really, really solid on that T side of theirs. And we haven't really seen them going to much in the way of set pieces, to be honest. It's mostly just map control plays, and in most rounds we've also seen them able to find those picks very easily. So I suppose in many senses they haven't felt it necessary to go beyond that. And that said, this round looks like it could be a fast contact play straight into the A-bomb site there. Little pop flash from Sing is perfect. 3 players blind immediately. Sick unable to get the second follow-up though. And that has opened things up a little bit for Muffin Lightning. 2 versus 2, make that 2 versus 1. 2 versus none. Sanks comes in for a 4K. Lovely stuff with the pistol, and Muffin Lightning with a very unlikely round.
The issue with that play up the ramp is that if somebody gets past those bricks towards headshot, if you're trying to spray them, bearing in mind that spray patterns are more inaccurate now, it is really hard to kill somebody from that spot. Only their head is showing, and if you're not trying to tap them, then it might even be to their advantage if they have a 5-7. So that's turned out to be quite the mess for TSM. That gives Muffin Lightning another round on the board. 6 rounds now for the CT side. TSM heading towards the B bomb site. Relics is lurking towards top mid. Sanks in the middle, but he could take Relics off guard. And indeed he will. Rest of the team charging in towards B.
Yeah, really fast entry found here. And despite having a man disadvantage, they should be okay to get the bomb down. And nice positioning there. Semphis with the flick. Finds himself Akis on catwalk. Silent able to trade back though, and that is going to allow Muffin Lightning to maybe get in, but Sick has the angle out of the window, and they're a little bit disjointed here, leaving just Sanks alone. He gets discovered though. Looks like Sick just knew everything in this round. Very good read of the situation. Picks up the 3K. 8-6, TSM looking fairly good here, generally looking stronger than Muffin Lightning, who did have a solid 4-round start to their first half.
Yeah, and now Muffin Lightning have got almost no money. Silence on the AWP. Ishiban got the M4, but the rest of them don't really have a pot to piss in at the moment. Just pistols coming out here and there. So, good chance of a 9-6 unless TSM charge into a meat grinder once again. Got a fast play coming out in the mid. Relics backing off, using distance to his advantage, making sure no one's flanking through B as well. There goes the AWP of Silent, so now life gets very hard indeed.
Oh god. Oh man. Oh my god. How did FNS die? I don't know if anyone caught that, but
I think he probably got tagged
as he was jumping down.
Yeah, I can only assume.
That's kind of nuts. Anyway, 4 other players survive for TSM and they handily win the round. So 9-6 first half. Very nice stuff there for TSM, considering they went down 4 rounds immediately. They never really looked back after that point.
So surely he gets... Okay, he's on fire. He's on fire. Oh, I made it! What?
I know he's in the fire still.
Oh, it must be his own Molotov then.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so he's like, okay, guys, I got this. Guys, I got this. I know, I'm on fire, I'm on fire, I'm on fire. Oh my god, I'm dead.
And indeed, if you guys are just joining us, this is the Americas qualifier powered by Faceit. And the winner of this best of 3 series will go up against Cloud9 to see who can secure a spot along with Immortals in the Americas qualifier. The major qualifier is just around the corner as well.
Indeed it is. Many corners, and that is round one of them. And that is going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a bloodbath. I am going to be coming with a shower cap in preparation.
So back on the pistol. Muffin Lightning did win the first half pistol round. They are going to go in for a fast play onto the A bomb side. They've got loads of nades, actually, double HE too. This will be interesting to see how they use these, but oh my god, they don't get a chance. They're getting popped from range by these USPs of the TSM side.
Akis in sandwich. Akis is the sandwich. Back to you, Dan.
That is what TSM wanted, that is for sure. They've managed to secure a pistol round, and with already the advantage they have, the deficit that Muffin Lightning have, it should be smooth sailing from here on out. That said, Muffin Lightning not getting the bomb down will be due for a force buy most likely, and that's something TSM will be looking out for. The problem is on this map is that if you are up against loads of deagles, there's so many angles for you to get popped on, so you got to be careful with those SMGs at big ranges, and not to get overzealous in your peaks. Will there be discipline from TSM?
Oh, FNS has done enough peeking for one day. It's going to be really hard for Silent to see through that smoke. Sorry, through the flames. It's hard with an orb to see through flames as well. Can be quite difficult. Archimonde has got himself almost an open B bomb site. He does not realize that Relics is below him, but no one's rotating there for the T side just yet. Maybe assuming that CTs will be on the rotation. So Archimonde is just waiting and waiting, but being up there for so long, you are completely exposed in all directions. But maybe he's done his job. Can the bomb go down for Muffin Lightning? They're not really committing, bit hesitant, and now Sanks is stuck in the apps. Would have been nice if he'd made it out, but alas, he does not. There's no plants, and TSM move on. So it will be a double eco situation for Muffin Lightning. Silent has 2,600 in the bank. So I do wonder if they're going to have any AWPs. No, they're not. They're spending loads of money on pistols right now.
All right. Well, I mean, they didn't have the Kevlars in the last round, so it does afford them to go pistols in both rounds. So we'll see if they can do something with it. Relics is in a fun position. This is a very fun position. The pop flash comes in into the flames, out of the flames for Relics. Sephiz wants to try. But now the smoke goes down. This is a little bit of...
Silent's like, I got this, guys!
It's a bit of a disaster here, actually, for TSM, to be honest. I mean, they're kind of falling over themselves. But they have 6, so it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know about taking up forward positions like that when your opponent's on an eco.
Yeah, and they kind of half committed every time with the nades. It seemed like... It seemed kind of weird. Like Semphis' peak seemed a bit weird as well, with no nades as well. After they seemed like a bunch of players. Yeah, it's kind of asking for some mischief.
Well, Muffin Lightning on the AKs, no AWP. It might be that they don't fancy the sniper on the T side. Maybe we'll find out if they get off to a good start. Twist going to be going for the aggression.
Ooh.
We had someone. I had a CT doing that flashbang, but backwards. For some reason, which was complete fail. Anyway, there's one man down for both sides. So that is to the advantage of Muffin Lightning at the moment. The B bomb site has been abandoned for the time being by TSM. And again, you wonder how Muffin Lightning will play the clock at the moment. He's got a minute and a half. Akis looking for information. Akis finding information.
So 4 versus 3 for TSM. They can just sit passively on the sites and give middle up as they have. They opted to actually have 2 in connector. Very interesting stuff. And Six will be careful because he's the only one here towards the bomb site. He's going in front of the smoke. He's going for a play, an info play, when the rest of his teammates are all on the A bomb site. So maybe you kind of want that the other way around. Make the info play with the site that's better defended. But it's going to be the opportunity for Muffin Lightning Semphis does have a good option with this AWP. Ooh, there it is. Catches Saints. Didn't expect Semphis to be there so fast. Nor did I, and now is Silent for the 1 versus 3 clutch.
Where is Silent? That is the Q. Now he's got a very good opportunity because Twist has all of 8 HP, so how do they even trade in a situation? He knows Twist over towards short, ways down the line. There's Relic, Silent in a very good position to clutch now. Twist running around making loads of noise, and Silent will just play around the pillars. Easy for Silent. Very nice stuff indeed. And again, the HP was on the wrong players towards the end there. So that's an important clutch as well for Muffin Lightning. That keeps them in the game, and that takes a lot of money away from TSM.
Yeah, that's definitely a small relief, a small consolation. Need a lot more where that came from. 5 rounds behind. And the money is all going to be spent here for TSM. They will be able to muster an AWP and a couple rifles, but otherwise, couple pistols. There's no Kevlar on Semphis and any single kit, so you can see that the economy here is strained for both teams, actually. I mean, Silent was the only one that survived for Muffin Lightning, despite them winning that round, so this is a really important round now. Silent's brought himself and his team into a position where they could really break TSM and actually do some serious work in equalizing. And TSM, if they win the round, they're basically they've almost won the best of 3. So really, really important moment for both teams. And with such a bye as we see on TSM, it's going to be difficult for them to get the opening engagements to their favor. But we'll have to see as now Muffin Lightning start to take middle.
Ishiban moving towards the connector. Can see Semphis waiting there. Twist is in the ladder in, but he's not much he can do at the moment. The vent isn't broken, so he can't jump on, sit on those bricks and pick people off moving into connector. But he can pick off a boosted Akis. Flash goes down as well. Not fast enough though for Semphis. Sick of a nice shot from the toll booth position. And we're down to a 4 versus 3. Bomb being collected. But where does it go? I
mean, not just the 4 versus 3, but Muffin Lightning were making the play into middle. They lost 2 players for 1, and they didn't get any positioning on middle. So their map control play just fell flat on its face in the end, which is a big win here. And it's largely due to Sick having such a good position. And he's hitting at the shots as well. Can't ask for much more from Sick as he bears down upon Silent, but Silent wins the trade. Another 1 versus 3 for Silent. Misses the first shot, and that could be the moment. That could be the round that loses the match for Muffin Lightning. We'll have to see.
Yeah, their money has disintegrated into the abyss. No light down there at the moment. Maybe they will find some. But for now, it's an eco. So the force buy for TSM pays off. There are, I think there are weapons on the floor to be collected. Indeed, there's the M4, and there is the AWP onto Semphis now. Taking it swiftly back from Sick. Did a good job towards A. Delivered what needed to be delivered. Muffin Lightning with pistols and no grenades of any kind to speak of whatsoever. Does it mean a contacts play? Are they going for damage? Damage would be good because there's little to no money in the bank for TSM. So there's opportunity for Muffin Lightning to do some damage for the rounds to come.
You can see they're starting to get these 4 positions going. The smokes are starting to dissipate. Presence has been discovered by TSM. Presence will be eliminated. And it's just a couple left now for Muffin Lightning. Can they get anything out of this? Akis with a Glock. A mere Glock and a PT-50. Not going to do too much with that. 14-7. The score has been doubled of Muffin Lightning. And a sly smirk there from a couple TSM players. More than one, actually, as they close down that round.
I feel like FNS needs an afro comb in his hair. Don't you? I feel like he does. I know. We can discuss it later on.
All right. Guess we can.
Muffin Lightning going for the buy. See, they've got almost no grenades in this round, same as the last almost. 3 Galils, 2 AKs. They are going to be playing for picks, and we've seen what happens when one of these 2 teams play for picks. That is an example. Doesn't really work well for Muffin Lightning.
Another push in from Palace, deflected by Sick. He's been having a hell of a game, especially towards the CT side. It's something I highlighted before as well. This guy is a monster on the CT side of Mirage, and he's looking to line himself up for the quad kill. Can it be stolen by Semphis? It's like, we'll have Sick going for it though. Looking for the ace. Boom, there it is. All 5 frags for Sick as the round's cleaned up as match point is claimed for TSM.
So we have what could be the last tactical timeout from Muffin Lightning. They have mostly $2,500. Shaban up there with 2850. So we're going to have lots of utility, probably Tech 9s. But what do they have to offer us? We haven't really seen any executes from them in their T side. They've only won 1 round on the T side. So hope is not high, Dan.
No, it's definitely not high. Probably not even there. They've reached a hopeless scenario, James. A scenario which can only be approached by sheer apathy.
Hope and despair, Dan.
Everything's going very, very badly. You've got to disconnect from that and try to get yourselves back into it with just sheer focus on the task at hand. And they are going to go for a set piece onto the A-bomb site. There is only relics close to this on the shadow position. However, Sick is rearing his head now, and he is not a pleasant sight to see so far for the Muffin Lightning side.
Down goes relics. Counter flashes coming in. Sick getting his bell rung, but he's done his job. Jefferson sandwich now, can't get a kill, and now Silent's the last man standing versus FNS, AWP versus M4. You can see FNS there, but Silent has no idea. Oh, that was close. In 2 minds as to whether he wants the CZ or the AWP, but indeed, he's rotating towards the B-bomb site, as is FNS. He's got a smoke, could maybe use that to try and get close to the site if he is spotted. Straight for the peak, and he will be delivered by Silent. Not out of this yet, Muffin Lightning, but again, their money's still going to be terrible. They only survived with 1 player. TSM rolling in cash, so they will have a better buy than Muffin Lightning in this round.
Yeah, I can't help but wonder if TSM really rushed their retake there. I feel like, you know, a lot of times you'll see initially a player or 2 go for a pick past the smoke just to see if you can catch them out of position as they're running up from the choke points and then duck behind maybe or commit based on what happens. But we saw everybody from TSM diving into the smoke. So maybe a little bit of a lack of patience there from them. Either way, it has given Muffin Lightning a chance picking up that round now. But of course, they still have a very long way to go, another 7 rounds in a row to save themselves. Now Silent looking for the pick. He's quite quick, but not quick enough for that one. Semphis very aggressive in middle here as well. Doesn't have any direct support.
What is that play? What is he doing? This is crazy.
Sure. I'm not really sure, James.
But again, this could be a hard read against the opponent. Muffin Lightning haven't done much with the middle area, so maybe no reason to go there for them. And indeed, it might be A with smokes once again. They've only got 2 smokes, though. So where do you choose to throw these smokes? They've got no lurkers, no one in mid. 2 smokes being deployed. That's going to leave CT wide open, and Semphis is round triple, but Silent there. Lovely timing after the flash, picks him off immediately. Yeah,
he's really coming into his own. You can see the skill he has with the AWP in some of these recent rounds. Is that early advantage what they need? Because the setup here is still decent for the CT. Sick pokes out, only gets 1. That's not enough. Relix has to get something. He gets absolutely 0. It's Twister comes in now. 1 by 1, the CT's fall, but Twist they're lining up for him, but he can't close it down. It's up to Finesse once more for the clutch, this time against Sanks.
Sanks on the high grounds. FNS holding the wrong angle, unfortunately for him. So, Muffin Lightning retain, and there was loads of cash for TSM, but most of that cash is gone. Twist is on 8k, 6 on 4k. The rest of them are around 2, so pistols will be deployed. And Muffin Lightning now in a very good spot to get to double figures. CZ's coming out, the Deagle. Only Sick and Semphis will have armor for this round. Twist keeping more than half of his cash. Deployed many pistols for his teammates. Silent. That's another good forward spawn. You can stop CTs crossing towards connector. Archimonde, though, he may be in for a nasty surprise.
Does Semphis realize what's going on? Yes, he does. Doesn't get too much out of that, though. Unfortunately for him, but the frag is pretty nice as well. Very low is Sanks now, and you can see, again, you highlighted the problems with that position. Another dink comes in. Twist launching himself like Superman through the air, finds himself a quick one onto Akis, and now, what on earth has happened? Sanks and Silent with no health to speak of. And we got 3 players left for TSM. They may very well steal it all away right here on round 25 with nothing but pistols. Daylight robbery.
If they were to, maybe it would be telling of the match in general. FNS can just wait. There's a minute on the clock. They go for the fake. That's quite smart, using the time they have afforded to them. But Twist is in position as well. Look how heavily tagged both these players are. Going for a double peek, but now Silent is alone. Semphis making no bones about rotating immediately, and he's got the angle. He's got a superior angle, but he's jumping. And Silent's going to make it up. Oh, Silent. This is a shot of your life, but he's going to get baited. Semphis just needs 1 bullet. Somebody win this round! Down to the knife!
Oh my god.
What a ridiculous round, Dan. What the hell is going on? What on earth?
Man. Semphis knows he messed that up. He knows he messed it up bad. Silent messed it up, but it's... I mean, often, James, they say it's about who makes more mistakes. Everyone's making mistakes, James.
That's... You talk about car crashes, right? And then you there's an entire pile-up on a flyover, and then the flyover collapses onto a boat that's going underneath. Like, everything has just gone terribly, terribly wrong. I mean, Muffin Lightning are on an anti-eco, and there's a guy standing in the smoke in mid. What's he doing? What is he doing? Both teams back on the buy now. I don't know who that favours at this point, but it's TSM at match point. Silent looking for picks towards B once again, but he'll be denied. And TSM will use that extra man, essentially, over towards short, and our Twist to be in a surprising position. Semphis now playing close towards A. So there's been a change in approach from TSM for this particular round. Relax is going to be at the back of A. And if Relax were to get picked, then maybe they wouldn't expect somebody underneath the, well, in the shadow position where Semphis is. That's a bad miss.
That's a bad miss indeed. Now, it's going to very much hinder their mid-take. There's too many angles to worry about now. Like, oh, this position is great from Twist. Picks himself up. Not the primary target, but the secondary will do just fine. They are without any grenades now. 3 flashes for the CTs and an HE. That is a sad state of affairs. But they are reading this play into B. They have all the players in position. This is a very bad look for Muffin Lightning.
Lovely angle from Twist, and the flashbangs are coming in, and the headshots are being delivered. FNS